Hey guys, Bandwar here, and today I'll be helping you understand Valorant game sense better, otherwise known as awareness. If you thought that sense in the title meant sensitivity, and that's why you clicked on the video, I recommend you staying anyway to see what I have. Now, playing Valorant in any rank is difficult, will leave you alone, Iron 1, and understanding parts of the game, aka having awareness, is a very helpful part of the game that can instantly help you rank up. Right before we hop in, I would like to announce the new and upcoming Band War series called the Gaming Review Event. In the GRE, as it will stand for, I will be telling people about 2020's hottest games, and because the holiday is coming up, what gifts would be good for gamer friends or family of yours. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. Anyway, back to the main point. So, in Valorant, you want to have a relatively high volume. Now, I'm not saying turn it up to 100, but keep it somewhere above at least 39. I personally play at a volume of 80, allowing me to hear anything and everything. However, when I first start playing in the morning or something, and I'm not used to the loud sounds, I occasionally jump at how loud they are. Let me show you a clip from a really good play I made that shows how sound can be of use.
Cover going out.
Still in sight. Back up.
Shadows traveling.
Reloading.
I have the spine.
Reloading. Your duty is not over. Spike carrier down. Back where I belong. Reloading. Still in sight.
Last player standing.
Satchel out. Satchel out. Here comes the party.
One enemy remaining. Ace. Attackers win.
Bring it. Me against the world. Smells like
Now, seeing that, let me show you the part I want to highlight. As soon as I heard the dog activate her scout, I knew I could not allow myself to get stunned or pay the price. Having high volume allows you to pick out individual sounds of characters and know exactly what they sound like so you know how to react to them. This is very important as it will allow you to better your gameplay and get an ace just like this one. Obviously I'm no pro. Now, not only is having quick reactions a part of Valorant, because using abilities is very important. So whenever I used my pack to avoid the dog, it was a good ability usage to counter a different ability. I then was able to kill the Reyna, which honestly, that was a lucky shot, so I won't give myself all the credit for that. Now, if you look here, using the ult, it takes reaction time and your understanding of the game, which I had to notice everything immediately. And because I saw that the last two players left were there, you also have to be looking at how many players are left, because me understanding that there were only 2 people left and using my ult is important. I didn't see any through the ramps, which is the place directly in front of me. So instead, I went to the only other place that I knew that they would be, and surely they were there. You also have to understand that you can't just shoot at one specific target and try to get them. You have to shoot in between them so that you kill them both with the amount of damage that it does. Race's ult is very interesting because the range can be pretty wide. Obviously, sound is not everything to awareness, so another thing I want to point out is the minimap. In the top right corner is the minimap. Now, the minimap, you can see many things. Right there, there's a yellow circle with a red eye. That eye is a ability of Reyna's, and it makes any players within sightline of it go blind, or at least nearsighted. This is important to understand because if you see the yellow circle, that's players within it will be blinded. If they're outside of it, they can still see the eye, but they won't be blinded. You have to know characters' abilities, so really, if you're just getting started playing the game, you're not really going to understand very well. So just play more games and you'll get used to it. Obviously, this was the end of the game, so it was an instant victory, and that was nice. Minimaps can be useful for many more things. It can show you where your teammates are, where enemies that they spotted are, where smokes are, and smokes are abilities of certain characters that disable sight from other players, so that you can walk through them or it will not allow the enemy to see you. Now, part of awareness, if you look right here, the Sage just resurrected this Reyna. Now, not only did I know that there was someone in heaven, as our Omen just died up there, but I also knew that she would be vulnerable, meaning that within a certain amount of seconds, she will not be able to react to anyone shooting her, so she could have just instantly died. Because I knew that there were people heaven, watch me, I shoot at heaven to be sure that no one tries to peek so that she can make it out. Obviously, she dies later, but that's not the important part. Now, if you look, there's a breach flanking right there. Knowing the specific character isn't always important. It can be quite useful, especially when you kill them. Knowing who you killed and what abilities they had can be very useful. But, in this case, the breach is there, and regardless of who it is, they need to be killed. Again, there's another flanker, which is not what I expected, and the Reyna ends up dying to them, but had to work with what I had. Avoid it and kill the Reyna. Now, I see there's only 2 people left. None of them can be heaven, and I think I heard footsteps. Because of my high volume, I was able to. You have to have very quick thinking in those specific situations. Not all situations take these, but knowing some, let me find you a clip. Right here, I peek, and I see a flanker. I had to re-peek them to kill them, and then I see this jet. Now I know the other one is in heaven, as we call it, so I threw a grenade, which bounces off the wall and blows them up. Use of abilities is very important. I do end up dying and we lose the round, but that usage of abilities is a very important part. You also have to understand, if we go back, watch here. I already used my grenade. That could be a problem, because you don't get another grenade unless you can get 2 kills. However, when I do re-peek the flanker, and by the way, jiggle peeking is an important part. Watch. See how I only peek for a quick second, allow me to see them, and then killing them? 2 kills and you get your grenade back. So, I understood that I had a grenade, and the last one was heaven. Throwing this grenade, while we did lose the round, it's just a good example of usage of abilities. Now, I just want to say, I'm not bragging by showing off these plays, okay? I mean, they're not really that good. Everyone's gotten aces before, if you've played Valorant at some point. If you've played it a lot, of course. But my point is that gunplay is not everything. I don't have the best aim, and there are quite a few iron players that have better aim than I do. So, it's all about using your, as you've probably seen the commercials before, using your abilities with your lethal gunplay. Because the guns in the game are very, they kill you very fast. So being able to use your gun is a very important skill as well. Don't underestimate certain guns, as they can be insta kills to you. So using your abilities is very, very important. People that are on iron, they just don't use their abilities. That's why they stay in iron. they don't use their abilities. People in bronze, they use their abilities, but they can't use them in the correct way. That's why they're bronze. And really, silver, well, they obviously have better aim, but they obviously have better aim. Not by much, if I'm going to be honest, but they use their abilities correctly. They're also more toxic, but that's not what we're here to talk about. Anyway, on that note, you should go ahead and go check out Band War on Twitch, and if you want to see more plays like that, and have just, a good time. I talk to Chad and all, so go ahead and check it out. So if you've got some free time, go ahead and check it out. Follow if you want, it's free, you can always unfollow. Same for the channel, subscribe, it's free, you can always unsubscribe. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a good day, and peace out.